I have a problem with Fortnite Creative 2.0. You're probably wondering, doesn't Creative 2.0 have everything? Well, yes. It does have everything. There's in fact infinite possibilities for creative maps. You can create cutscenes, create larger maps, implement your own bosses / characters, upload images, and so much more. Basically, there's nothing you can't do in Fortnite Creative 2.0. However, although we have everything we need, Creative 2.0 for the general community feels limited and repetitive. I sound completely ungrateful for Creative 2.0, and don't get me wrong, I'm actually very grateful. I find myself playing Creative 2.0 with my friends all the time during late night gaming, and oh boy do we have a blast. Except for the fact that we need to fish for a creative map to play. What do I mean by this? Just look at the amount of creative maps out there. Seems like a lot of choices, but a majority of those maps are repeats of one another. The red vs blue maps can be found everywhere and they're all the same. So is the tycoons, 1v1 maps, the heroes category, boss battles, skibbity toilet as an entire topic itself, and all these copies have only up! When I first heard of Creative 2.0, one thing's for sure, I didn't expect this complete and utter repetitiveness. Where did all this chaos begin though, and how did it evolve to what it is today? Well, let's transition into a flashback when Fortnite Creative 2.0 was first introduced. When Fortnite released news of Creative 2.0 coming out, the hype train began when people realized that creators could recreate the OG Chapter 1 map. This was already bad news since people would be so worked up about Fortnite Chapter 1, which is really the OG map they were trying to create. On the release date of Fortnite Creative 2.0, the OG map was added back to the game in creative, and people were freaking out. At first glance, the old map was basically back. However, there were a lot of things wrong. First, there was major lag, which alone turns players off, smaller player counts, which made gameplay less enjoyable, and a very empty map since creative memory couldn't support all the objects being implemented. These problems had the creators on their feet trying to fix issues, but eventually, the Fortnite OG maps lost hype because of their lack of consistent updates and bug fixes, as well as a disappointment. I feel that the OG map being one of the only centers of hype and then being the #1 disappointment was the worst way to introduce Creative 2.0. Basically, this OG map was an influence for the maps being created today, since the majority of maps released are those that are trendy. On the other hand, there is that very rare, unique, and enjoyable map that you can find, which is what Fortnite needs to prioritize and recommend to players instead of those repeat maps. Now, I just want to say, I'm not dissing the creators of these maps because although the maps are repetitive, they can definitely be fun. I mean, look at the player counts. People are enjoying these. Heck, even I am sometimes. However, my point is that the creators of these maps aren't being very creative with what they're creating. It's just an idea reworked, and reworked again down to similar titles, thumbnails, and game design, which I'm getting really tired of. Some people in my comments can argue that even the maps being created are childish like the popular game Roblox. And for people who don't know Roblox, I'll explain in Fortnite terms. Solely just Fortnite Creative 2.0 with infinite maps to play made by the community. But they can't complain about the childish games because, I mean, the age group for Fortnite is younger than Fortnite itself. I also have a problem with Fortnite's organization of Creative 2.0. I feel like I can't even navigate anything. Of course, there are categories, and in those are specific maps, but if there was a search bar, Creative 2.0 would feel much easier to navigate. At the moment, only a couple of maps are displayed in these categories, and it'd be even better if all of them were displayed at once. In fact, Roblox does this, which Fortnite already seems to be forming into, so they might as well take this popular decision. Speaking of Fortnite turning into Roblox, I feel like even the homepage of Fortnite feels like too much. When I click on the discovery menu, it feels like everything is displayed all at once, just like Roblox. Therefore, they should create a new discovery menu for Creative 2.0. The OG discovery menu in Chapter 1, which split between Fortnite Battle Royale, Fortnite Save the World, and Fortnite Creative, was the best at organization, and they should bring it back. I say this because 1, Fortnite can revamp their map organization, create a search bar, and promote more maps at once since people are searching for only creative maps. Now that's not all. I have one more problem with Creative 2.0, but first, I want to point out that Creative 2.0 still has a chance. Now remember when I mentioned that Fortnite creative maps can be sometimes good? Well, this video discussed the majority of the repeat maps, but there are many fun maps to play if you search deep enough, such as the countless horror maps, puzzle maps, unique PvP maps, and the recent survival games map, which by the way took 5 months to create. Those 5 months dedicated to making that map paid off. Quality over quantity after all. If creative maps remain quality over quantity instead of trying hard to release a map quickly because of trendy purposes, maybe, just maybe, would we have an insane Fortnite Creative 2.0 to play. One that feels like we have infinite amounts of LTMs to constantly play in Fortnite. Speaking of LTMs, that's actually my final problem with Fortnite Creative 2.0. LTMs have been completely neglected by Fortnite, and Creative 2.0 is actually the reason for that. More on that in the next video on screen right now. Go click it and watch it. And if you're enjoying this content, subscribe. Peace out.